Agriculture. I define it as a source of human fuel. Our Earth has more than 7 billion people on Earth, and they are subdivided unequally within the 6 continents that support human life. Their size is so big that they can support large number of human and animal, all including their habitats. The foods that they consume and the fresh water that they use to quench the thirst are in high volumes. Feeding this massive number to the brim of their stomachs calls for unique, sufficient, and ingenious methods to be practiced and maintained to proliferate and stabilize how they are consumed, to avoid the peril that comes with mismanagement and misguided calculations. Agriculture, being the main economic activity that thrives within the boundaries of every nation and continent, remains to be the only activity that will never stop to seize economic prosperity, keeping people alert and more inquisitive in adapting technological ways into increasing maximum yields with minimal efforts. Highlighted as the backbone of every nation, prosperity in agriculture and agribusiness both still remains to be a prerequisite endeavor to be executed. Holding around 119 million hectares, only 40% of the total land is dedicated to feeding around over 1.4 billion souls. Tilled remains an unadventured project to keep Africa's stomach full. Production increases to near 55%. We'll try to minimize all the loopholes, satisfying extended numbers and preserving more for future compensation days. Agricultural production and population growth should be in tandem to each other. Where land is abundant and mechanisms to be explored are intact, only materials, labor, and investments are hindrances to be dealt with. 2% growth of gross domestic product in 2021 represent only 17% of sub-Saharan African, promoting the employment of 44% of African working population as of 2020. While in North Africa, the records were low due to highly relying on industrial and service sector. Despite in highly dependence in agriculture to impact its GDP, still huge untapped potential are still underway, giving space to investors in perpetuating this cost to a more thriving sector. Where will the agricultural thrive come from? In ultimate realization of its full potential, Sub-Saharan Africa will need an input of productive investment, which will bring in 8.5 times more fertilizer, 7 times more improved seeds, and good investment in basic storage, and in the irrigation section, achieving the agricultural dream. Pursuing role of land expansion to target for the increase in quantity, production will be the best move, only if utilization factor and financial boost will be regarded as a precondition in accelerating agriculture. Most land being held by smallholders farmer, boosting productivity in these individuals. Significance in improvement will be easily felt. Return on investment, in brackets, ROI, leaving the rest competition to dwell on the market.